Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Velanique. In this space what I do is I test makeup and makeup techniques for a mature skin. I'm 50 years old now and I am always on the hunt for makeup that works well for this phase of my life. I find makeup that served me really well when I was younger doesn't serve me all that well today. My skin is changing pretty much on the daily at the moment, so I am always looking for something that works nicely with my mature skin. And in today's video I think I have found two products especially that are incredible on my mature skin. So if you are looking for a bronzer or you are looking for a powder to set your makeup, I think you might enjoy this video. In today's video, the product brand that I'm actually going to be chatting about is Benefit. They have got a couple of new releases and I did do a bit of shopping. So in the video today we are going to be chatting about their brand new Hoola Wave. It is a cream bronzer and it is by far, I think, one of my most favorite bronzers that I've tried to date. It is incredibly smooth and creamy and it is just lovely. Goes on like a balm and then dries down to a almost like luminescent powder. It's just beautiful. It sets down exquisitely. We're also going to chat about the new mascara, which is the Bounce Mascara. You'll see me apply it a little bit later. And then the standout product of today's video is going to be the POREfessional, the loose powder. It is a matte and blur loose setting powder. I think of all the powders that I have tried, and I have tried quite a few of them, this one is absolutely phenomenal, and you'll see once I apply it in the video. It has become my absolute favorite powder. I would recommend it to pretty much anyone. I actually bought it for my daughter who's in her 20s and she loves it, so the fact that it works for a 20-year-old and a 50-year-old is astounding. So without any further chit chat, let's get into this video. Alright, let's start off with the bronzer. This is the new Hoola Wave bronzer. It is a cream bronzer and I bought the shade in medium deep. For me personally, I love a bronzer with a bit of a reddish tinge to it, and this one is absolutely perfect for me. So let me show you how stunning this product actually is. So I just take quite a dense fluffy brush, and this one I have is angled. I quite enjoy that for my bronzer, and I am now just going to really concentrate it where I want the bronze on my face. So it's a little bit higher now that I've aged a little bit, so I'm going to pop it over here. So I just take a little bit on the brush, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to in dabbing motions just pop it on my skin. What I absolutely have been enjoying about this product is that it is so incredibly easy to apply, and it's a very buildable formulation, so it doesn't come out too dark on my skin, and I love the luminosity of the product. It just melts right in and just gives me such a beautiful, healthy glow. How lovely does that look? I'm absolutely in love with this shade. So the shade I've got is medium deep, and I'm absolutely in love with it. I think they have about 4 or 5 shades. Let's just check that before I tell you the wrong information. Yeah, so they've got 5 shades. They've got their original shade, which is quite a warm tone with a bit of a yellow undertone. Then they have light, then they have medium, medium deep, and then deep. So 5 shades. So there we go. Right, so I'm going to pop it on the other side, just taking a little bit again. It really is just so effortlessly easy to use, and just dabbing it in. I like to make a little bit of a C shape as I put the product on, just a little bit on my temples. Excuse all the greys there. It's almost time for my roots to be done. What's left, I'm just going to pop it on the bridge of my nose and then just on my chin, just to give that a warmed up look. What I also have been enjoying about the bronzer is I have actually been using it on my eyes as a bit of an eye makeup as well. I'm in a phase at the moment where I want to look put together, but I really am looking for minimal effort. So I find that this product gives that to me. So taking a fluffy brush, just swirling it into the product, I don't even need to tap off the excess. I then just pop it just in my crease and above my crease. A little bit out. more to have it to tap it out. I don't need to. And then just on the corner of my eye. I'm just going to pop a little bit of eyeliner on quickly, just in the outer corner of my eye, really just the tiniest bit. Pat that down. Tiny bit more. And then taking my favorite highlighter all time, really is, it's ancient, is Cookie by Benefit. I'm just actually going to take a little bit on my finger, and I'm just going to pop that on the inner part of my eye. And just tap that in really nicely. And there we go. So that is seriously how I've been doing my makeup for a little while now. I'm going to quickly do the other eye, and then I want to show you Benefit's new mascara. Okay, I've curled my lashes with my little trusty curler, and now let's give the mascara a go. So for me, I'm going to say right off the bat, this has not been one of my most favorite releases from Benefit in terms of the mascara. I absolutely love the Fan Fest. And I am in love with the Bad Gal Bang in the plum and in the brown. Those are, I think, my absolute favorite ones. This one is called the Bounce, and I'm quite grateful that they sell the sample sizes, which are fabulous. What's nice about the sample size is the wand is exactly the same size as what you would get if you bought the regular. I quite enjoy what this barrel looks like. It's a nice hourglass type of shape. I love the formulation of this because it's quite dry, but what I find is, let's pop it on and I'll show you what I'm saying. The formulation, as I said, is quite dry, which I quite enjoy. But I find that this product takes a lot of work to actually build it up. So if you enjoy a very dramatic lash, you're going to have to put on quite a few layers of the mascara. If you quite enjoy a very natural looking lash, then I think you might really enjoy this one. So there we go, that's side by side, that's both sides, with just really one dip into the container. Let's do the other side. Okay, there we go, that is both sides done. Let's pop another layer on and see how we go. I will say that the brush is really lovely. It does not clump my lashes on my second time around. And there is a tiny bit more fullness, but I just want a little bit more for me personally. Here we go, other side. I have found that this mascara does transfer a little bit on the upper lid of my eyes. So if you do have oily lids like me, I would recommend using a eye shadow primer or some powder just to set up top there. There we go. So it looks pretty, but I think for the price of the product, it's 575 Rand. I think it's a lot of money to spend on an okay mascara. I think we can find better things. If you want to spend some good money on a mascara, then I would definitely say the Fan Fest by Benefit is absolutely divine. That mascara is lovely. Right, now I want to chat to you about my most favorite product that I think I've ever tried from Benefit, but I actually think, oh my word, I'm absolutely in love with this powder. This is their new powder. It is the POREfessional. It's a loose powder. It is called the Matte and Blur Loose Setting Powder. I don't think I have ever tried a powder quite like this particular powder. It's phenomenal, and for my mature skin, that is saying a lot, because obviously, you know, as a mature person, that we are kind of steered away from powder because it really does exaggerate the wrinkles and fine lines. But I have found with this powder it doesn't do that, and it does an incredible job of mattifying my skin and giving my skin a very, very porcelain-like appearance. So what I want to do is I want to pop some concealer under my eye. I haven't done that yet because for me, I like to pop my powder on under my eye when the concealer is a little bit wet. So let's just quickly pop some concealer on. I quite enjoy, it's a jolly expensive one, but I find it's working really nice for me, is the Dior Forever Skin Correct. I'm really enjoying this particular one. So let's quickly pop some on. Before I set, I just want to quickly sort my under eye out. I'm going to just quickly take a little bit more of my bronzer on my fluffy brush, and I'm just quickly going to just pop that on my lower lash line. Right, now for the star of the show. So I bought the sample size because I didn't want to waste my money just in case it doesn't work. I am going to go and get the full size one. It is absolutely incredible. The product retails for 745 Rand for the full size, and for the travel size it's 445. I bought mine from the ARC store, but I know that Benefit is available in Edgar's as well. Alright, let's have a look at the consistency of the product. I'm just going to take a little bit and put it on the back of my hand. It is just so incredibly smooth. It has the smoothest consistency. I'm not too sure if you can actually see that. It is a translucent shade. I have found that it doesn't change the color of my foundation at all. So how I've been using it is I take a Velio powder puff, and obviously now you're going to have to use a very light hand because of a mature skin. We don't want to put too much powder on. A little bit really does go a long way here. So I'm going to take my powder puff in, and I put the tip in, and then I take it on the back of my hand just to rub it into the powder puff and just to get product off, and then I just dab it onto my skin. So I'm going to pop it on to the area. As you know, I have got an oilier skin, or at least I had one when I was quite young, so my pores are quite exaggerated and they bug the daylights out of me anyway. But I find if I press this in to the area that really drives me bananas, and then what's left, set my under eye. And just really push that in. Look at the difference. It's immediate. It just makes the side of my face look a lot smoother than the side of my face. Let's do my chin. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I don't want to take too much on the back of my hand. And just really push it in. So for me, I find that I use the powder more on my T-zone. I don't use it all over my face. How stunning is that? I also find that it does increase the wear time of my foundation, and if I wear it with a setting spray, oh, skin looks flawless all day. Let's do the other side. With what's left, I'm just going to press that into my center of my forehead for those lovely pores. There you go, that is my powder done. What I'm quickly going to do now is I'm going to quickly pop a bit of blush on, put some lips on, and then I will see you at the end of the video. Right, my makeup is done. I'm just going to set my foundation with my setting spray, and I'm using the POREfessional Super Setter from Benefit. This one is absolutely fantastic, and as you can see, it has the finest mist. Oh, this one is lovely. If you are looking for anything else from Benefit that really works well, I really enjoy the Precisely My Brow Wax. It's what I have in my brows at the moment. It has a tiny little applicator, and it has a really lovely color payoff, and your brows stay exactly where you put them for the whole day. And if you have quite thick and bushy brows, but you've got a few little sparse spaces, then the Precisely My Brow Detailer is fantastic. It has the tiniest little tip. So for detail work, it is absolutely phenomenal. I wouldn't color in my whole brow with it. because I find then the little tip does break off, which is a bit strange. But to do easy little hair strokes, this one is fantastic. Well, that is it from me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, won't you consider subscribing and joining the community? It would be so awesome to have you. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.